Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Eldrazi ramp deck in Timeless format. So last time I took a look at Eldrazi's, it was a little bit different compared to what I have here. This version on the other hand, we're going to be ramping even faster than what we had before with some green cards into the mix. So we're going to be incorporating Flare-Up Cultivation with Arboreal Grazer and Kami of Bamboo Groves so that we can even get down a Karn or the One Ring on turn 2, which is quite absurd. And even if you don't get this perfect curve, we also have a really strong turn 3 now, because not only do we have Urza's construction drone, which we also had before, this time around I'm also going to be playing 3 copies of 6 that is also going to be a powerhouse as our 3-drop, because even without the Flare-Up Cultivation, now you can go the Grazer or the Kami Bamboo Groves into one of our 3-drops, or if you don't have that, you could also ramp into 3-drops using Ugin's Labyrinth. Speaking of Ugin's Labyrinth, we still have the combo with the Devourer of Destiny and Once Upon a Time in looking for Ugin's Labyrinth on turn 1, so that's also a nice trick you can do. And another trick you can do in this deck now, because we play 6, you can loop the One Ring infinitely so that you get protection every single turn. And lastly, for our top end, we are trying to cast Emrakul the World Anew. This is a new Eldrazi that came with the set. When you cast the spell, you gain control of all the creatures target player controls. And as you can see, this card has flying, protection from spells, protection from permanents that were cast this turn. But once this card leaves the battlefield, you do have to sacrifice all creatures you control. But hopefully with the protection from spells and permanents that were cast this turn, hopefully this thing doesn't die, since you do have to pay a lot of mana to cast this. But there is a way you could cast this for less mana, and that is using the very last text, Madness. You can pay 6 colorless mana to cast this card if you discarded this card this turn. And how do we do that in this deck? Is with this card called Phyrexian Scrapyard. You can discard the Emrakul to the Phyrexian Scrapyard, and then you can cast this for 6 mana. And even if you couldn't cast the Emrakul, if it does end up in the graveyard, you could copy this card using Shifting Woodland and attack your opponent for 13 damage in the air. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay. I'm very interested in whether or not this is gonna work. Leyline of Sanctity. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it has to be Flare-Up Cultivation, right? What? What? Hello, opponent? I guess this is, probably a combo deck? Right? If that's what they did, it probably means they're, like, about to combo me, right? Right. Okay, this is probably our worst matchup, I would say. This is probably our worst matchup here. Sure. Apply more pressure. I guess we would need to grab, like, a Disruptor Flute out of a Karn. Or maybe a Vexing Bauble next turn. That is if we get a land. Right, it's very, very important that this 6 mills a land. Please. Oh, thank God. Okay.
I will defend my allies. Offensa.
We grab a Vexing Bauble. If no mana was spent to cast that, counter it. Okay, so we got one thing down. Next one, I don't know what we can get. I could grab like a Winter Moon if they tap everything. If I get another land, I could Chalice for 3 as well. What an interesting game. Like, this is supposed to be our worst matchup, probably. Okay, so they didn't tap out. Let's attack first. Let's minus with the Karn.
My allies are counting on me.
Guess we just go Disruptor Flute. Because I can only see like a Spell Pierce here. Like, I don't think they would main deck like a counter spell. So we just call Show and Tell. Right? So we name Show and Tell. Play out another creature. And I think we just animate the Vexing Bauble as our last creature and win the game. It depends on what they have here. Nice. What a weird game. What a weird game. Let's bring in a copy of a Disruptor Flute and a copy of a Chalice. What are the slow cards? Funny thing is, like, cutting these cards are kind of bad, right? Because that makes our Labyrinth bad. So I think we're actually supposed to cut one ring. This is a really fast ramp. But opponent kept everything. Well, I think we're supposed to do this. Since Ugin's Labyrinth, if I just draw one basic, I can play my 6 on turn 2. Nice. So we can play our 6 next turn. Which means we can get back Karn. Play the Forest. Play the 6. And hopefully we get a land. Because if we get a land, we can get back a Karn. Interesting. Why did they shock? Why did my opponent shock there? Okay, so now we grab a Vexing Bauble. Because now, if opponent wants to play out their show and tell, we can put the Vexing Bubble onto the battlefield. So we get the Vexing Bubble onto the battlefield. And now, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Well, let's attack first. Didn't get a land. If a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, so it'll counter my Flare of Cultivation if I'm not careful.
I am not frightened by you.
So they could have a Veil of Summer, right? So we should probably Chalice for 1. We Chalice for 1. And then we pass. I'm keeping this because I wanna, you know, Phyrexian Scrapyard, get rid of this. If they have a way to destroy Vexing Bubble, then... yeah. Nothing I can do. Nice! What a game. This is supposed to be our worst matchup. Oh my god. Am I about to name the Sloth with the Cavern of Souls? I think I am. Sloth? What a card. What a card. You know, just a casual turn 2 Karn. Wait, no way? Okay, I mean, we're gonna be doing our degenerate stuff first, so I guess it's over. Wow. Yeah, let's go again. That was not fair, by the way. In the slightest. Again? Some incredible... Oh my god. Wait, hold up. Oh no, but... No. Even if this comes in tapped, we can do it. Oh my god. Hello. Is this the nuts? This actually might be the nuts. Null Drifter. So we, once upon a time, we can get... Let's grab a Phyrexian Scrapyard. In case we get a Emerald Coal. Arboreal Grazer. Imagine, with this hand, we also had a Flare. Can you imagine? Actually, the nuts. Looks like they have the Eldrazi command card. Unfortunately, we can't play that because we're playing Flare of Cultivation instead. Pretty strong card. Oh my god. Can this destroy a land? When you cast a spell, exile target permanent. Oh no, that's one or more color. That's terrible. Okay, let's drop a 6. Yeah, this is not gonna fly. So they have 4 mana. Now they have 5. Now they're gonna get a 5. Karn? Oh boy. So we can tap down Ugin.
I will fight you. You will not threaten this world.
Okay. I don't think we attack. Oh. Okay. That's fine. What's great about Karn is it still keeps the passive, right? Oh, they play Flare of Cultivation. Interesting. Interesting. So we can get back a 1 ring here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what does this say? Becomes a copy of a target permanent. They can do that, I guess. Which is kind of scary. 2, 3. Whenever this attacks, defending player sacrifices a permanent. So I get to choose. Okay. It's a 4/4. I see. Problem with this play. Did I play a land this turn? It was the Ugin's Labyrinth, right? Okay. Let's do it to Ugin's Labyrinth. So what this does is it forces them to use Shifting Woodland, which means they're not going to be able to play anything other than attacking with the Null Drifter here. We'll just sacrifice you. Maybe I shouldn't have sacrificed a land.
I am proud to have fought.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have sacrificed a land. I should have sacrificed maybe Urza's construction drone. There's that Emrakul. So play the land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana. Got 8 mana. Phyrexian Scrapyard. Okay, we have infinite mana. There's another Myco spawn. Maybe I should have expected this, right? I should have expected another Myco spawn. Oh my god. Where are my Eldrazi's? Where are my Eldrazi's? Got one more down. I could just play one of our big creatures, I guess, this time. I mean, the Emrakul is coming. Why are they trying to get rid of everything else but the Urza lands? Am I crazy here? Also, why can't I play this? Huh? What? What? Oh, that's because it's my end of my turn. What am I doing? So I saw my opponent playing something like Ugin. I mean, Ugin against this board really doesn't do anything. They do have 10 mana though, so if they have 10 mana Eldrazi in their hand, they could cast it. I see. They're gonna kill that. Okay. Well, they kind of have to. Is this exile target creature with mana value X or less? Okay, I see, I see. Annihilator. I mean, liquid metal coating is absolutely useless right now, so... Alright. There we go. I mean, I say there we go, but... my opponent really doesn't have any creatures other than... the Sowing Myco spawn. Right. Play that other One Ring. And let's get rid of a... I don't know, let's get rid of a Kami. So this is a 12 mana card, so in order for them to use Kozilek's command, they would need like a lot of mana, right? They would need a lot of mana. Oh, they also play One Ring. Is there any way I can get rid of a Disruptor Flute? Wait, I can become a Karn? Huh? Wait a minute. That is kind of weird. What can I even do if I get a 6, though? Just play another One Ring. Drowner. I mean, I'm doing things. Honestly, there's so many cars, I don't know what's going on. This is such a bizarre game. Why did they surrender? Wow. Only lands. That's a lot better. Smell, discard spells coming. They reanimate. If I can just draw, like, a bunch of creatures, this is still winnable. This is actually still winnable. If I draw, a 3-mana creature, or my 1-mana ramp cards, it is still winnable. It is still winnable. Let's pass with Once Upon a Time. And if we can get a 3-mana creature with this Once Upon a Time, so good. Problem is, opponents playing Reanimate. But like in future games, I don't know how that's gonna go. On 3-mana card. 3-mana card. Okay. 6 is a good card. I think I'll go with 6. Because we can go 1 ring next turn. And I think it's gonna be hard to kill this. Unless they wanna proc the... Okay, they did not. Let's go with 1 ring here. I wanna do this first in case they have like a way to kill this. Orcish Bowmaster is... Let's attack first. I don't think Orcish Bowmaster... Even with the Orcish Bowmaster, they can't kill it. Now, do I Flare Up Cultivation? So if I activate the Phyrexian Scrapyard... 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. I'll only have 5 mana for the Emrakul, so I can't do it. Now, do I draw with the 1 ring? Do I draw with the 1 ring here? I don't think so. I'm kind of low on life. Another 6. Okay, I will attack now. Since I have another 6. Now, if they flash an Orcish Bowmaster and then double block... with... Okay, never mind. Recast the 1 ring. Insane, by the way. Get protection again. How many forests do I have? I think I have 2 more left. I could cast this to flare up cultivation. Boom, boom. So next turn, we cast Emrakul. And they can't Thoughtseize me right now because of protection. Fury. Okay. They finally get to kill the 6 here, which did so much work, by the way. The 6 dies. We still have another one here. Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. We still don't have it. Okay. Plan 2. Just have another Emrakul. Oh, Emrakul is already in the graveyard, so we could have actually won by using shift woodland. Whoops. My bad. Leaving the 2 here in case they have another like Thoughtseize. For some reason I thought I could cast this, but math is hard. I mean, it was really difficult to kill the 6, so I don't imagine 6 dying again. Perhaps. Looks like they have a reanimate. I mean, they cannot reanimate the Emrakul because they're gonna lose 12 life. They could reanimate 6. But luck. We just need one more land. Nice. This is why I didn't want to discard the Emrakul to the Phyrexian Scrapyard. Decline. Mishra's Bauble. Now, is there a world where we just don't draw land? There's no way, right? Okay, so I know I can cast... I know I can kill my opponent right now because with the Shifting Woodland. But I really want to cast my Emrakul. So let's try casting Emrakul. Cast the Emrakul. Oh my god. Okay, we don't cast the Emrakul. That's also fine. Oh my god. Okay, apparently forests are really bad. But it's fine. I know I can end my opponent here. I just want to cast my Emrakul. Is that such a difficult task? My opponent's probably kind of slightly annoyed because I wasn't just killing them with the Shifting Woodland. What if opponent plays like Flare of Malice? That would be so bad for me. Would they play that? fine. Let's just attack with Emrakul. Okay, I mean, that wasn't as, like, fun as casting the Emrakul, but there it is. And let's go again. Oh my god. Okay, so that is a guaranteed ramp, so that's actually really good. Now, if opponent has Reanimate with, you know, Thought Seizes and whatnot, I hope they don't. One time? One time, no scam. One time, no scam. One time. Shake my head. Shake my head. Grab my one ring. Nice. Why? How do you have the same 3-card combo again? Insane. This is why Once Upon a Time is broken in this deck. Because now I'm about to get my 3-drop. Like so. Okay? Like so. Insane. Insane. I wonder, is this a land? Can we retrace? I don't think so, right? Diabolic Intent? What the... What, are you going to, like, Blood Moon me? I mean, that's fine. I'm casting colorless cards. And I have Flare of Cultivation. That seems like a pretty bad card to sideboard in. Maybe they just kept it in. I mean, did they not see that we played Flare of Cultivation? I mean, I guess it does shut down, like, Ugin's Labyrinth, things like that. I guess it's not the worst, right? It's not the worst. Okay. Attack. No land? Okay, I'm gonna play Construction Drone. Because I need to play a land here. Okay, adding 6 to the Eldrazi deck was single-handedly the best thing I've done. Like, it is insane. Okay, we have the mana. Two, three, four, five, six. We have 6. Oh, that's good. If I play the Ugis Labyrinth, can I play the Drowner? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can. I'm kind of hoping they block with the Dragon Ray Channeler, because that Dragon Ray Channeler kind of looking scary, you know? Yeah, I kind of want them to block with the Dragon Ray Channeler. This is like my intimidation tactic. Play the Drowner of Truth first, and then make my opponent block. Right? No? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana total next turn. They go to 4. My opponent goes to 4. They have to attack. That means they block this, and I attack. Okay. Scary. Attack with a Channeler. Fable. Once upon a time. Into a Grazer. Wait. Phyrexian Tower. What does that mean? Phyrexian Tower. Return the thing. Use 1 mana to discard the Emerald Pool. 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 mana. I think it has to be an Arboreal Grazer. Please. You're really not blocking Urza after seeing the Grazer? No way. No way. Okay, final turn. They kept 1 card. Oh no. They drew a Mishra's Bauble. I don't know why they play Mishra's Bauble. I guess they play Dragonry Channeler. That makes sense. If I can just block the Channeler here, I'm happy. Block. Okay, here it is. Here it is. We're gonna be able to cast our Eldrazi. Please don't leave. Please do not leave. Let me cast this. Please. 1 time. Please. Yes! Oh, man. Okay, so I played 5 games with this deck. We went 4-1. It was actually quite strong. Like, I didn't expect it to be this strong. The only deck that I lost to was a Mardu Scam that reaped my hand into a bounce spell, and they just kind of aggroed me down with a bunch of creatures. So, and that happened twice in a row. It wasn't really an exciting game to watch. Like, as you can see here, they just took away my cards. I drew a bunch of cards that I couldn't play, and I just kind of lost the game. And after playing the game, I have learned a couple of things that I didn't know before. That wasn't really considered when I was building this deck. So, Emrakul, the Madness, pay 6 colorless mana. I did not know if you played Forest, you could not pay the Madness cost. Well, that is an issue, isn't it? But on the other hand, I think it's still fine because you could still play this with the Tron lands. So I think it's still fine. And at the same time, a lot of the times that I casted the Emrakul was actually from hard casting, the 12 mana, which is quite ridiculous. So if you think about it like that, I mean, the deck ramps really hard. I mean, there were some games that was just completely unfair. Turn 1, Tommy into Flare of Cultivation, and next turn you play Karn. Like, how stupid is this? It's so stupid. So, compared to last time, things that I really liked, obviously this combo was so disgusting, but I actually really like the fact that we have another 3-mana card to play on turn 2. So what's so nasty is even if you didn't get Arboreal Grazer or Kami, you could still get Ugin's Labyrinth to play out the 3-mana cards on turn 2. So you got 2 different ways leading to turn 2, which is great. You could even hardcast Flare of Cultivation as well, which I like as well. We are only playing 5 Forest with the 4 copies of Cultivation. It's not really big of a problem because if once you get Phyrexian Scrapyard, your extra copies of Flare of Cultivation, that's not going to be able to get you Forest. You can discard these to the Phyrexian Scrapyard. There was also another game that I played against like a Gruul Storm deck. Something that I noticed after playing in that game, this deck is so hard to play. A lot of the times, I'm thinking real hard because there's just so many lines, and that's because of 6 and Karn. Karn gives you your wish board, which can be pretty difficult to play with since you have too many choices. And 6, being able to retrace back any permanents in the graveyard as well. So these two together, a lot of the times you're looking at like upwards of 30 cards at a time. So just imagine having a hand, having 30 card choices every single turn. It actually hurts my brain. So yeah, I mean, this deck at a glance doesn't really look that hard, but if you play it, you'll quickly realize that this deck has just too many lines. Which, you know, some might enjoy, but for a person like me with a small brain, it is sometimes a bit much. But do I think this deck is cool? I think this deck is a lot better than the last Eldrazi deck that I played, because that deck was a little bit linear, right? This deck has more ways of ramping, and we're only focused on a couple of Eldrazi's, like Devour of Destiny. Like, not only is Devour of Destiny like a once upon a time in a sense in trying to look for the Ugin's Labyrinth, but it is a threat that you can cast at late game. And you also have Emrakul. We casted this multiple times today, which is great for the video. At the same time, it was also powerful. And we also saw the power of Drowner of Truth, being able to give you mana with Ugin's Labyrinth. But at the same time, it can also be a threat. We hardcasted this multiple times, making it into a threat. And we also saw the power of One Ring and 6 together. This is a combo where you never get hit as long as 6 is alive. Play the One Ring, retrace the One Ring, do it again, keep repeating it until they get rid of 6. And we also saw the power of shifting Woodland. If the Emrakul is ever in the graveyard, this thing becomes a 13/13 flyer. So yeah, I think the deck was really cool. If you're a fan of Eldrazi, I think you should check this out. And with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.